Hello, everyone. So I'm so sorry. I'm just off camera. I don't know what happened. I'm going to be back on camera. And here I am. I apologize for these 15 minutes of waiting to me, waiting for me. I'm just checking if I am audible on YouTube right now. Am I audible on YouTube? Thank you for your patience. And thank you also the replay team. Yes, I am audible on YouTube. Am I audible on LinkedIn? Yes, hopefully. So thank you so much. I was technically in another space and I had to postpone, but here I am. So am I live on? Cool. So I'm going to be back into this session. And thank you so much for bearing with my last moments check. So this session is to pay tribute to my dear friend Axel. And I was not having anyone to join. And I'm going to talk, and then I'm going to invite in 30 to 40 minutes, I'm going to invite people that are watching to go on stage. I don't expect many people because last session there was no one from our support group and no one, and two people only from my network. But I am just making a second session. The first session is available on replay eternally, and the second session will last 30 to 45 minutes more. That so I have 30 to 45 minutes, and it's also to pay tribute again to my dear friend Axel. And so I will sing a song because I think I'm not sure that I was singing the song the first time that I'm going to sing the song again. Yeah, I was singing the song in fact. That was like it. Rêver d'un impossible rêve. To dream an impossible dream. Yes. And so I'm going to sing another song to pay tribute to my dear friend Axel, who sadly passed away 8 days ago. And it's quite emotional. So thank you so much for bearing me, and I'm bringing my light. And now I'm going to sing you the song from Jacques Brel, Voir un ami pleurer. Bien sûr, il y a les guerres d'Irlande et les peuplades sans musique. Bien sûr, tout se manque de tendre et il n'y a plus d'Amérique. Bien sûr, l'argent n'a pas d'odeur, mais pas d'odeur vous monte au nez. Bien sûr, on marche sur les fleurs, mais voir un ami pleurer. Bien sûr, il y a nos défaites, et puis la mort qui est tout au bout. Le corps incline déjà la tête, étonné d'être encore debout. Bien sûr, les femmes infidèles et les oiseaux assassinés. Bien sûr, nos cœurs perdent leurs ailes, mais voir un ami pleurer. Bien sûr, ces villes épuisées par ces enfants de 50 ans, notre impuissance à les aider et nos amours qui ont mal aux dents. Bien sûr, le temps qui va trop vite, ces métros remplis de noyés, la vérité qui nous évite, mais, mais voir un ami pleurer. Bien sûr, nos miroirs sont intègres, ni le courage d'être juif, ni l'élégance d'être nègre. On se croit mèche, on n'est que suif. Et tous ces hommes qui sont nos frères, tellement qu'on n'est plus étonné que par amour ils nous lacèrent. Mais, mais voir un ami pleurer, that's a song from Jack Brel. And I was thinking also about another song because I'm really, I was considering Jacques Brel, I was considering Axel, sorry, like a brother, a big brother. So I'm going to give you a bonus with the second song, and then I'm going to talk about some anecdotes with Axel. And this one is Jojo from Jacques Brel also, and it's such emotional also. Jojo, voici donc quelques rires, quelques vins, quelques blondes. J'ai plaisir à te dire que la nuit sera longue à devenir demain. Jojo, moi je t'entends rugir quelques chansons marines, où des Bretons devinent que 5K doit dormir tout au fond du brouillard. 6 pieds sous terre, Jojo, tu chantes encore. 6 pieds sous terre, tu n'es pas mort. Jojo, ce soir comme chaque soir, nous refaisons nos guerres. Tu reprends Saint-Nazaire, je refais l'Olympia au fond du cimetière. Jojo, nous parlons en silence d'une jeunesse vieille. Nous savons tous les deux que le monde sommeille par manque d'imprudence. 6 pieds sous terre, Jojo, tu espères encore. 6 pieds sous terre, tu n'es pas mort. Jojo, tu me donnes en riant des nouvelles d'en bas. Je te dis mort au con. Oh, bien plus con que toi, mais qui sont mieux portants. Jojo, tu sais les noms des fleurs, tu vois que mes mains tremblent. Et je te sais qui pleure pour noyer de pudeur mes pauvres lieux communs. 6 pieds sous terre, Jojo, tu frères encore. 6 pieds sous terre, tu n'es pas mort. Jojo, je te quitte au matin pour de vagues besognes. Parmi quelques ivrognes, des amputés du cœur qui ont trop ouvert les mains. Jojo, je ne rentre pas plus nulle part, je m'habille de nos rêves. Orphelin jusqu'aux lèvres, mais heureux de savoir que je deviens déjà. 6 pieds sous terre, Jojo, tu n'es pas mort. 6 pieds sous terre, Jojo, je t'aime encore. That's a song from Jacques Brel in the 70s, a bit before he was also crossing the other world, and about his friend and brother Jojo, who was really important in his life. So that's my share. And so I don't know what to say more than I was saying in the previous episode, and I will probably be short. I will already pass the link from the restream in my YouTube and LinkedIn event, so that feel free to join if you like. I already shared the link into WhatsApp, in fact, and I don't have any reaction. So they will watch the replay, including Saka and probably others. So I'm going to pass the link already. And this session is to honor my dear friend Axel, who passed away 8 days ago, and it was quite unexpected. So thank you also Zara and Crystal for joining during the stage. And I do it for others, and I do it also for myself. I was not having the time or the strength or energy to check on the pictures, but there is this famous pictures from his WhatsApp profile that I was showing at the beginning, and here it is his picture. And so Axel, I was knowing him since 7 years, and he was living more than 62 years, and probably his sons, his family, his lover Shaira is knowing him more than I do, or they are having other views, other experiences, other moments and anecdotes. Yet at some point, I was also meeting him with Shaira, and meeting also during the Rondo Lyric Ballad with Vincent and with others. And he was really the embodiment of light. And we were talking about philosophy, about the Plateau cavern, where we are all stuck in a cavern, watching what this country, this system, this what was showing us. Like, woo, hein, de pain et de jeu, bread and games, and please don't get out, don't be curious, and don't get out the cavern, stay with us. We are presenting something really interesting and sticky. But then there are people that are fed up or annoyed, or they don't see any reason to stick in the cavern, and they are curious. And that's the essence also of Axel. He was curious. He was really exploring Freud, Lacan, philosophy, and books, and really, and also willing to make the link, the bridge between the philosophical, the psychanalyst vibes, and the corporates, the companies. And so feel free to comment through YouTube or through LinkedIn. Also, do that on the replay. If you are watching, I'm really happy to reply to you later on. But I'm focusing right now on live, as I'm not seeing any comment right now or any remark. And so I will, in fact, I was searching because I was not so much reading about Lacan, and I was searching on the web what are the amazing text about Lacan. And so I'm going just to check if I can present you something, because it's improvisation. So I'm going to quote just a little bit, and I'm going to voice an article on Wikipedia, and then for 5-10 minutes, while anyone is able to join on stage or commenting on YouTube or LinkedIn, feel free to ask me any question, to comment, because I do it for myself, but I do it also for others and for the replay team. his friends, families that will watch the video, whether it's right now or in few hours, in few days, in few months. So I'm just checking if there is any burning messages like, oh, now focusing on the article. So the stream is already since 30 minutes, but I had 15 minutes delay, and I'm going to move on. So by research, I was searching for an article about Lacan, and so it's Jacques Lacan. Jacques Lacan was born in 1901 and left this world in 1981. And so feel free to discover. I'm not going to too much details because the aim is to honor Axel, but the only way that I could honor Axel is to talk a bit about Lacan and one of his texts. And because as far as I know, I don't know if Axel was already finishing to write a book or not. He was talking to me about that, but I don't know if it's still done or not. But I'm going now to quote the 4 fundamental concepts of psychoanalysis. So the 4 fundamental concepts of psychoanalysis is the 1978 English language translation of a seminar held by Jacques Lacan. The original, le séminaire, livre 11, les 4 concepts fondamentaux de la psychanalyse, was published in Paris in 73. The seminar was held at the École Normale Supérieure in Paris between January and June 64, and is the 11th of the series of the seminar of Jacques Lacan. The text was published by Jacques Alain Miller. And I'm going just to voice the background. So it was 63, Serge Leclerc succeeded Lacan as president on the SFP, Société Française de Psychanalyse. In May, I'm not going too much in detail. So was a bit meeting to each other. And so they expressed doubt about Lacan's attitude towards Freud, but also claimed that Lacan manipulates transference through the short session. He must be excluded from the training courses. At the Congress of Stockholm in July, there was an ultimatum. Within 3 months, Lacan's name has to be crossed off the list of didacticians. 2 weeks before the expiration of the deadline fixed by it, a motion was called for Lacan's name to be removed from the list of training analysts. And so then a general meeting had to make a final decision. And blah, 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 and blah, blah. Then Lacan wrote a letter announcing he would not attend the meeting because he could foresee the disallowal. Thus, the members' majority takes the position in favor of the ban. As a result, Lacan no longer is one of the didacticians. The next day, his seminar on the names of the father was to start. He announced its end. So fragments published in some places. But then he founded l'École Française de Psychanalyse that will become l'École Freudienne de Paris. And I talk about that because Axel was also doing his work in the École Freudienne de Paris, and finally succeeded and was, I think, recognized by the EFP. But then the content of the seminar, Lacan talks about the censorship of his teachings and his excommunication from official psychoanalytical circles. He wants to train analysts and at the same time address the non-analyst by raising the following questions. Is psychoanalysis a science? If so, under what conditions? If it is the science of the unconscious or a conjectural science of the subject, what can it teach us about science? Lacan sought in his 11th seminar to cover what he called the major Freudian concepts. I have isolated four that seem to come within this category. The first two, the unconscious and repetition, the transference, I hope to approach it next time, and lastly, the drive. Praxis, thus, which places the subject in a position of dealing with the real, through the symbolic, produces concepts of which four are offered here: the unconscious, repetition, transference, and the drive. So I'm not going too much into the details because it is not a lecture. I'm not going to talk more about the article, but I'm going to put a link anyway. And this is for me more like to honor Axel and his approach in psychoanalysis. And I'm not an expert, so I don't know what's about it, but I was really inspired by his shares about yeah. So I'm now going to finish this session, and it will last in 10-15 minutes. And so this session is to honor Axel. And as long as I don't see anyone, I will end this session in 10 minutes. So Axel is a dear friend of mine. And I say it in the present tense because even though he is not anymore in this world, he will still remain my friend. And I've been blessed to meet Axel during these last 7 years, not only because of the incredible conversation I had during these last 7 years, but also our friendship and the challenges sometimes that was leading our friendship, because I'm not going too much into the details. Yet it was a blessing and also sometimes a challenge. But at the same time, I'm really elevated and supported by his friendship during these last 7 years. And also about the lessons that I had through his shares and the different meetings and moments that I lived with Axel. Because as always, for anything in life, including friendships, there are always ups and downs. It's part of the life. And at some point, we are a bit distant. At some points, we are seeing each other's a lot. And I've been blessed to be part of Axel's life and also to discover some of his friends and listening also him talking about his friends, his family and sons, and Shaira that I've met a couple of times. Really, also an heart friend and person. And my heart goes to the family. My heart goes to Shaira and to anyone who is impacted right now by his passing, and including me. So I will always remember Axel as someone who did and sometimes succeeded the best he could to navigate into his life, to deal with some challenges, including his father and his mother and the life in general. And as a pancake baker, I love to use puns and to play with words. He was also playing with words. He was resonating with me when I introduced him the Café du Bien concept. Café du Bien, coffee feels good. It's just really to have a cup of coffee. Right now, mine is empty, but I have still some honey, and I'm going to. And it's about sharing moments each other's during a coffee, a beverage, a hot chocolate, whatever, and to find spaces with mental health. That, my friends, I was experiencing since more than 12 years through my friend Angel from 2010 or 12 till 2018 when sadly she passed away, through PTPI community in Brussels from the 2015 into 2020 before the pandemic, and then also meeting amazing friends like Axel, Vincent, and others. And now I'm continuing in online spaces and sometimes in face to face, but I'm more like tapping into the online space. So it's about navigating into life, be ourselves, do the best we can at some point to navigate into spaces where at some point we have to mask or to dim our light just because we cannot be our true self. Yet at the same time, it's to always surround ourselves with incredible friends, people who value and not only tolerate but also celebrate who we truly are. And so that's why I'm really blessed to have met amazing people in my life, including Axel. So right now I'm wondering if there are any comments in YouTube. No. Any comments in LinkedIn? Neither. And so thank you so much for anyone who was watching until now in the live, and thank you for the replay team. I am mindful about your time. It's already a blessing to see you, and feel free to comment if you are watching it on the replay team. Thank you also for your grace and patience for the 15 first minutes where I was like technically in other spaces and I had to dive in that challenges. So I'm going to end this stream session in less than 5 minutes, in fact. And I'm going to know to think about about a song. Yeah, I don't think about a song that is really resonating with me, but I would like to. Yeah, I think about a. Because it's about poetry, about yeah. So I'm going right now to sing a song from Gérard Lenormand, Le Petit Prince. And then I'm going to close and I will check if there are any comments, but thank you so much for the replay team. On ne sait pas qui il est, on ne sait pas d'où il vient. Il est né avec la rosée du matin, une rose entre ses mains. Voyageur de l'infini, jeune prince de la lumière, tu connaissais tous les secrets de la nuit, les chemins de l'univers. J'attendrai ton retour jusqu'à la fin des jours. J'attendrai ton retour, prince blond de l'amour. Il est venu sur la terre, il n'a vu qu'un grand désert, quelques fleurs sauvages, un renard argenté et un poète égaré. Il s'ennuyait bien souvent de sa rose, de son volcan. Il a demandé au serpent, son ami, de le ramener chez lui. J'attendrai ton retour jusqu'à la fin des jours. J'attendrai ton retour, prince blond d'amour. J'attendrai ton retour jusqu'à la fin des jours. J'attendrai ton retour, prince blond d'amour. So that's it. I have many other songs that I could sing, but this is the only one that I was thinking about. And so thank you so much for those that were watching live on LinkedIn and on YouTube, and also on the replay team that will watch in few minutes, few hours, few days, few months, or even few years. This was to pay tribute to my dear friend Axel, who sadly joined and spread his wings 8 days ago after a huge amount of days of fighting. So I truly believe that it is not a loss. It is a loss if we are not watching through our heart. If we are truly watching through our heart, we will understand that he is still around us. We cannot see him. We cannot sadly hug him. I will not be able to talk to him, with him anymore, or at least listen to him, but he will always live in our heart. So thank you so much. I am doing that not only for me, I'm doing that for others to offer them some comfort and that we are not alone. Keep shining. Enjoy our life each day. Each day is a gift. Bye from now. And thank you. Keep shining.